Good morning. I am coming to you today from the bridge of a Super Star Destroyer for a reason. I want to talk about the final assessment or final assignment for this class because I know you've all been waiting. Oh, what's Dr. LeGros going to do to us for this? So, um, I had thought a lot about it, and there's like three questions, and you were supposed to answer three questions, and each one was going to be like a little mini essay. And I wasn't really enthralled, honestly, by any of the questions. So, so I decided to take it into my hands to write a new question, and this is not due to like this is the last thing in the course, but I want you to start thinking about it now because I think you'll appreciate having a little bit more time to think and process this. It's not particularly long. I will go ahead and share my screen and I will explain. So let's see, let me find the right screen to share here. All right, so we're going to look at this. This is in the assessments area. I just wrote this up. This is what I want you to do. The comprehensive final exam is your chance to tell the story of higher education in the lens of a theme. Now, using that word theme, meaning like a literary theme. You can use your notes, you can use a textbook, you can use other readings, whatever you use, just make sure you cite your sources. I'm looking just 2 pages, it can be longer. I suspect for many of you, knowing you, it might be longer. And that's okay. I don't penalize for length or even for a little bit of brevity if you cover all the points. I'm using the definition of theme that an idea that recurs in or pervades a work of art or literature. And you're saying, wait a second, Dr. LeGros, history is not a work of art. History is not literature. No, but history is a story, and a story has a theme. We've been studying that story all term long, and we've actually identified many themes. So your requirement, what you're going to do is that if the history of higher education trends is a story, which is a story, that story has a theme. So first, identify in a word or a short phrase what you think that theme is. Now, I'm going to stop right there because many of you are going to get to that point and freak out and wonder if your theme is acceptable or if you're on the right track. Email me, okay? Just say, hey, what do you think? Can I use this for a theme? And I'll say, yeah, go for it. Or I'll say, no, that's not really a theme. Or I'll say, maybe just adjust it this way, or do you think you could support it? Second, look through everything that we've read and everything done. If it's a theme, you should be able to find several examples that support that theme. At least two. Give me at least two historical, meaning not right now, but previous to now. So in our readings, it could be, in 1873 and in 1954. I don't care. But if it's a theme, you should be able to provide ample evidence to show that this is a theme that has gone through all of higher education throughout history. Initially I had three, but I'm trying to be nice and I'm trying to keep it to just a couple pages. But you do need to have at least three citations through this. You can cite three different places in your textbook. You can cite three other articles or journals. You can cite your text and other things. But I want to see that you've got some literature to support what you're talking about, okay? Then, next part, identify how you see that theme present in higher education today. If it's a theme, it's still a theme. Then finally, and this is the last part, and this is very similar to the other paper that you wrote, right? To the to your study of one topic. In your conclusion, project if and how that theme may continue. What do we learn about the future from the past? Yes, use APA format throughout because this is an APA paper. All right. So why Star Wars? What am I trying to tell you? I want to give you an example of theme. So I thought, what's the most common literature that everyone knows or story that everyone knows? And probably Star Wars is one of the most common that I could use as an analogy. And hopefully everyone is at least vaguely familiar with the topic of Star Wars. So what is the theme of Star Wars? And can I give you many examples to support that theme? Now you might go with something easy, like, well, the theme of Star Wars is good always. triumphs over evil in the end. Even if there are setbacks, good always triumphs over evil, right? Maybe it's the power of, the force is a representative theme of something, that there's an underlying good to everyone and everything, and the force represents that. Maybe it's the propensity or the appeal of darkness. But here's what I got. I think that the theme of Star Wars is it's never too late to do the right thing. Okay. Now you're saying, okay, Dr. LeGros, can you support that theme with examples and with citations? I absolutely can support that theme with examples and citations. Obviously, Anakin Skywalker, the central anti-hero of the entire Star Wars, the original trilogy and the second trilogy, and even to some degree the third, was good, became evil, was evil until the very, very, very last minute, and then did something good, and thus earned his spot alongside Obi-Wan and Yoda. Right? So he's the ultimate example of it's never too late to do the right thing. What if it's a theme? There's more examples, right? This has got to come up again and again and again and again. Han Solo in the original movie, he was leaving. I'm out of here, kid. I got my reward and I am gone. Came back at the end of the movie, did the right thing, and saved the day. Okay. And continued to save the day throughout the next 42 movies. Okay. Luke Skywalker in the final trilogy that they just did. At the beginning of the final trilogy, nope, sorry, I'm done. I'm out. I've cashed in my chips. I'm going to sit here on my rock and do nothing. What does he do? He comes back and through the Skype call of death, manages to defeat an army. Okay. And Finn, even in the newest trilogy, Finn, he was running away from his destiny, running away from the fight, running away from the Empire, wanted nothing to do with it. In the end, he came back. So you might say, Dr. LeGros, I do not agree that that is the theme of Star Wars, but you cannot argue with my logic and the fact that I can support that theme, that it's never too late to do the right thing. Okay. So what I'm telling you, therefore, is there can be a lot of different themes and they can all be right. Okay. Okay. And then this week's discussion is a idea slash research. It's kind of up to you. I want you to solve all the problems of higher education in this week's discussion. Well, the primary problem, and that is retention. We got to come up with something new, guys. We got to come up with something new, different times, different challenges. So what are the different solutions? If you don't have any solutions for retention, you may not. Then just Google it up and look and find out what colleges are doing that's working, or find out what solutions are out there being proposed and being offered. But let's talk about how do we fix the retention issues in higher education. Okay, so I realized that was just an afterthought for this week's discussion. I wanted to get you going. Yeah, I'm probably behind on my grading. If you submitted anything the last week, I haven't done anything with it. I will get caught up in the next couple of days. So looking forward to hearing the themes that you come up with. Everybody, hope you had a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving and have yourself a great week.